your car.
Stop! Stop!
We're working on right on security.
January 2nd, 2023. East Point, Georgia. At 10:35 a.m., Georgia State Patrol teamed up with East Point Police to take down 19-year-old fugitive Matthew Gaskin, a troublemaker who had been causing chaos across multiple jurisdictions. Today, he was behind the wheel of a stolen Jeep Grand Cherokee, driving like he had something to prove. Cornered on Washington Road, Gaskin refused to surrender. Instead, he floored it, tearing through someone's backyard in a last-ditch effort to escape. Troopers hit him with pit maneuvers left and right, but he dodged them like it was a game of bumper cars, damaging several vehicles in the process. His reckless escape finally came to an end when officers boxed him in a parking lot. One final pit maneuver sent him crashing into a power pole, totaling his ride. For Gaskin, the high-speed chase was over, but his legal troubles were just beginning.
What?
May 25th, 2021. Savannah, Georgia. Georgia State Police got word of a stolen van with fake license plates spotted leaving Savannah. Not long after, GSP Trooper Williams spotted the van heading east on E56. He flipped on his lights and sirens, expecting the driver to pull over. Instead, the driver did what any runaway would do. She hit the gas, and the chase was on. Behind the wheel was none other than Melinda Flakes, a name Georgia State Police knew all too well. Her rap sheet stretched back to 2011 when, at just 17, she was caught sneaking out of a police cruiser's window. Fast forward a decade, and she had graduated from sneaking out of cars to stealing them. But today, she was driving a paint van. Yeah, you heard that right. A slow, clunky paint van. Not exactly the getaway car of a master criminal.
Running towards Cloverdale. I don't care. Stop resisting and we'll get you up your stomach.
Okay, breathe. Okay, breathe. Stop, dude. The fuck is over there?
Thank you, sir.
What the fuck?
As for Melinda, officers found a burned glass pipe in the van. You can probably guess what that was used for. She was arrested for driving under the influence of banned substances and taken to the hospital for minor injuries before being processed. Did she serve any jail time for the paint van fiasco? Hard to say. But if she did, it clearly didn't do the trick. Because 4 months later, in September 2021, Trooper Williams was back in action, arresting her again. This time, she had stolen and crashed a silver Honda Accord. Looks like Melinda couldn't stay out of trouble if she tried. February 7th, 2024. Arkansas State Line. Arkansas State Police were in hot pursuit of a stolen U-Haul van, a chase that had already stretched over 60 miles. It all started in Oklahoma when 21-year-olds Corey Mercier and Trenton Johnson swiped the van near Cord, Oklahoma. Instead of stopping after allegedly crashing head-on into another vehicle, they led police on a high-speed pursuit across state lines into Arkansas. Despite the van's bulk, officers attempted a pit maneuver, determined to end the chase before it turned even more dangerous. One officer put his life on the line, making daring moves to stop the suspects before they could cause further harm. The van finally came to a stop, and backup officers quickly arrested Corey and Trenton without further incident. But the real shock came when police searched the vehicle. Inside, officers found not just stolen goods, but an entire mobile arsenal, multiple firearms, a machete, and 2 Molotov cocktails. It was unclear what the two men were planning, but whatever it was, the police stopped them just in time. Both were hit with a slew of charges, including aggravated assault, criminal conspiracy, and possession of destructive devices. Now Corey and Trenton await their day in court, with a lot of explaining to do.
Trying to steal your car.
Stop! Don't.
How long has Steven had it?
March 20th, 2018, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was just past midnight when Tulsa police pulled over 36-year-old Angie Frost, who was driving a stolen vehicle. Calm and collected, Angie insisted her friend Steven had lent her the car to help her move some things, swearing she had no idea it was stolen.
Please, just let me. And myself, just out here. I will call a friend to come and pick me up, and I will show you where Steven lives. If he took the car without permission. Right? Right? Please, sir.
As officers searched the vehicle, one stayed behind to listen to her story. Then the switch flipped. Suddenly, Angie offered to work as an informant, perhaps hoping it would get her out of trouble. But Tulsa PD wasn't buying it.
Whoever took the original couldn't get a hold of him. I don't suppose
Things quickly took a turn for the worse. Turns out Angie wasn't even legally allowed to drive, let alone operate a stolen vehicle. When officers informed her that she was going to jail, they placed her in the passenger seat of the squad car, thinking the worst was over. But Angie had one more trick up her sleeve.
Well, what is she doing?
Trying to steal your car.
Stop! Don't.
While the officers discussed her charges near the stolen car, she kept talking, non-stop, about other crimes in Tulsa, almost as if she were the queen of the black market. When that didn't get her anywhere, she switched tactics and pulled off a move no one saw coming.
Where'd she go? Is that her right there? There she is.
Come here now! Get on the ground! Put your hands over your head. Put your hands over your head. Will somebody unhook her head so we can put them back on her back?
Oh, please.
You back in. Anybody got a cage? She's wiry. You stole a police car in front of 3 police officers. And you hit a car with it?
You guys told me that I was going to jail for something that I did not do.
You just stole a police car.
Now I'm going to jail for something I did.
Well, there we go.
God, you are hateful.
You just stole a police car and drove like shit.
Yeah, I'm going to jail because I stole a car. You all were going to arrest me for stealing the black car.
Which you could have easily...
After the officer shut the door, Angie did the unthinkable. She stole the cop car. Had she stayed quiet from the start, she might have walked away with minimal consequences. In fact, officers had even discussed how the charges might not stick. But instead, she turned a bad situation into a disastrous one. Angie was arrested and charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, grand theft auto, and resisting arrest.
Watch your crossfire! Crossfire! You keep your hands up! You come there! Let me see your hands!
August 29th, 2022. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee police were on the tail of a stolen Volkswagen SUV linked to a recent home invasion. Inside the vehicle were 4 suspects who had broken into a home before making their getaway. But it didn't take long for the police to close in. As officers approached, the driver made a desperate attempt to escape, swerving into oncoming traffic. A reckless move that only made things worse.
Lost the tire. It's losing tires in the field. Northeast on Marne. It's losing it. East on Marne. It's got no tire. East on Marne. Here comes the pit. Here comes the pit. And off the road into the park. And they're going to be bailing here.
What are we doing, Michelle?
Inside the SUV was a 35-year-old woman behind the wheel, an 18-year-old girl in the passenger seat, and 2 teenage boys just 16 and 14 in the back. It was unclear if they were actually her children, but one thing was certain. This woman had no problem putting them in serious danger.
Crash, hands in hand.
Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. The chase ended soon after, and while the suspect's full motives remained unclear, it was obvious that this was a reckless escape. March 2012, Silver Spring, Maryland. In Baltimore, Maryland, there was a local legend known by many names. Some called him the millionaire businessman. Others knew him simply as Batman.
Batman's gonna be stopping at...
Lenny Robinson wasn't just another guy in a cape. He was a real-life hero, dressing up as Batman and visiting sick children in hospitals, teaching them how to fight, just like the Dark Knight.
Black Lamborghini and a driver dress.
And he didn't just show up in any old costume. Lenny arrived in a custom Batmobile, a Lamborghini transformed into a replica straight out of the movies. This wasn't a gimmick. It was his passion, his way of giving hope to kids who needed it most.
I like your outfit, man. Thank you. You're there for what? I do it for charity. Do you? Hospital. Yeah. Can I just see the registration card?
One night in March 2012, Lenny was pulled over in Silver Spring, Maryland. Officers ran his information. No criminal record, nothing out of the ordinary. Just a self-made millionaire who had started his own cleaning business as a teenager and later dedicated his life to helping others.
So the kids like these? Yeah. So, okay, Batman. Okay.
The officers, amused by the situation, took photos with Batman before letting him go. The moment went viral, and Lenny's charity, Superheroes for Kids, grew from a small nonprofit into a nationwide phenomenon.
All right, hold on, I gotta get my camera up. So, Lenny, what do you do for a living besides being dressed as a Batman?
When I was in high school, I started a cleaning company.
Yeah?
I got the buildings, the schools, and so forth. And
Sadly, just 3 years later, tragedy struck. In 2015, Lenny was killed in a car accident on Interstate 70 outside Big Pool, Maryland. Beyond his Batman persona, Lenny was also a devoted Baltimore Ravens fan. After his passing, Ravens legend Ray Lewis tweeted, "The world lost a special spirit, a true living angel. Lenny Robinson will always remain in my heart. Baltimore's Batman."
We're working on right on security. The car pushed down, I think, south, but I'm going to clear the lot.
September 4th, 2024. Littleton, Colorado, just after 2:30 a.m. Things were already getting wild. Officers from 5. David, 32, had just lost sight of a trailer when Douglas County deputies rolled up to a salvage yard responding to reports of a burglary in progress.
Yeah.
5 David 32 exiting Bellevue.
Exiting Bellevue, 305.
5 David 32, they just lost the trailer. It is blocking the exit to Bellevue. lead truck is now eastbound.
Enter 29-year-old Brenton Zier, who wasn't going down quietly. Behind the wheel of a stolen Toyota Tundra, he seemed to think he was in a game of Grand Theft Auto.
You got something up there?
The chase screeched to a halt near Village Greens Park in Greenwood Village when Zier crashed. His wild night ended in a wreck, proving the lesson. You can't shoot your way out of trouble, especially when your getaway car is stolen.
Yeah, because they just want you out.
December 26th, 2023, Juneau County, Wisconsin. The day after Christmas in a small town in Juneau County, Wisconsin, police responded to a trespassing call at the Quality Inn Hotel. A man claiming to be Richard Irvin refused to leave his room after his credit card was declined, determined to stay the night no matter what. A man claiming to be Richard Irvin refused to leave his room after his credit card was declined, determined to stay the night no matter what.
Sister upset me.
Where are you from?
I'm raised in Chicago.
Oh, okay. So do you have your driver's license or ID or something?
I just told you I lost my wallet. That's why I'm having these problems. I have the license, but
Yeah, I'll take a look at that. That's fine. That's all I need.
Oh, for what?
Because I have to identify you.
For why?
Because I'm here for a trespassing complaint now at this point.
It's a trespassing.
Yeah, because you were supposed to have been out yesterday. You stayed in a hotel without paying.
They gave me permission. They said we're working out, and that lady got upset. Okay.
That's not what the manager said. I just need your ID so I can...
I gotta find it. Okay.
He handed over an ID with the name K, but the photo didn't even come close to matching him. Something smelled fishy. A quick check on Richard Irvin revealed that he had several active warrants out for his arrest.
He's starting to get a little chirpy.
Okay, I'll have you shut the car off and step out for me.
Whatever.
111 Joe, he's taking off.
I got this on agent.
111 Joe, just reinstated.
Copy, unit to them.
Yeah, they're rounded up.
You all right? You all right?
Out in the parking lot as backup arrived, officers tried to remove him from his car. But Richard had other plans. He wasn't sticking around for this. September 4th, 2024. Littleton, Colorado. The chase was on. Richard gunned the engine, tearing down the road at high speeds. But then, out of nowhere, he slammed on the brakes, turning the high-speed pursuit into a dangerous game of bumper cars. Officers knew they had to get him off the road before someone got hurt, but they weren't quick enough. As Richard approached a busy roundabout, he lost control and T-boned a white van, sending it flipping while his own car was totaled in the process. As for Richard, the only place he'd be checking into now was Juneau County Jail. He was arrested and charged with reckless endangerment, felony bail jumping, and resisting arrest.
Get your fucking hands up! Get up!
Get your hands up! You try anything, you'll get shot. Get out of the ground! Go to the other side. Go to the other side. Hands up. Hey, cover me. Just cover me. Cover me. He's covered. He's got a seatbelt.
The driver of the white van was lucky. Just a banged-up shoulder and some confusion, like he didn't even realize he'd been in a crash. An ambulance arrived at the scene and treated him for minor injuries, but thankfully, he walked away from it. A silver Lexus turned Interstate 40 into a racetrack, reaching a blistering 116 miles per hour. With multiple reports of reckless driving flooding in, Arkansas State Police knew it was game time. Trooper Trey Fales hit the gas, reaching 134 miles per hour to close the distance.
Love the city, county now.
Traffic, medium.
When first responders arrived, they found Kendall 30 yards from the wreck, injured and unresponsive. He was airlifted to Washington Regional Medical Center, where he was stabilized. Inside the mangled Lexus, police discovered marijuana and drug paraphernalia. With charges including felony fleeing and reckless driving, Kendall's high-speed joyride ended in complete chaos. A brutal reminder: reckless driving always catches up with you. Join us for our thrilling shoots if you crave more heart-pounding action and breathtaking excitement. Don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button